Hey guys, it's Bruno Pozo here of Elvira Media, and let's talk Canva. My last Canva tutorial actually did really well considering my size channel, and so I wanted to follow up and show you all the ways in which I use Canva for my social media marketing. And in this episode, we're going to talk about thumbnails. Thumbnails are actually really important. It doesn't matter how good the content is if they never click on it in the first place. So creating eye-catching thumbnails is vital. And the great thing is Canva's super good for that. So let's not waste any time. Let's hop onto Canva and get started. It's just simply canva.com. Nothing crazy. You'll log in. And first thing you want to do is actually create a design right here. And you can search for YouTube thumbnail. I have it in my recents. And it automatically creates the right dimensions, which is 1280 by 720. And now we have a clean slate. You can choose presets if you like, but I'm gonna actually try to mimic something that I see a lot of YouTubers do, such as Graham Stephan. And I think he's a great example of thumbnails that are really eye-popping and attractive. So we'll just kind of follow his formula. And what I've noticed with Graham is that he always has a person in his thumbnails. Typically it will just be him, but if he has a guest on or someone he's gonna be critiquing, he has that other person as well. And then he adds a little aura, as you can see, like in this case, he has an aura around him. And the background is always some weird eye-catching thing. Usually it's fire, I've noticed lately, but it could be anything. So we'll try to mimic this as best we can. So in this example, I want to create a thumbnail for the video you're watching right now, which is how to create Canva thumbnails. So I think for the background for this, I will actually do like a matrix thing. And to search in Canva, you just go to elements and there's a little search bar here. So let me see if they have like matrix. Perfect. And now it should be the background. If you click edit, you actually have a bunch of tools. You may not have all the same tools I do because I do have Canva Pro, but I do recommend it for anyone who is serious about content creation because we use this for our client work and our personal socials as well. So I'm actually going to blur this a little bit. So I'm just going to add a little blur. Actually, maybe I sharpen it. Ooh. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I was thinking about blurring it. We'll see. I might leave it blurred for now. And now I actually want to upload my face. So I took some pictures, so I'm going to upload those right now. And looking at them right now, I don't know which one I like better. I guess I'll try this one first. So when you import it, it doesn't come with a preset transparent background. And the great thing about Canva is they have a background remover. So you just go to edit and it's right here for me because I use it so often, but otherwise you can scroll down and look for it in the effects. So I'm gonna select background remover and let Canva do its thing. There you go, and it did it perfectly. And by the way, even if you don't have Canva Pro, you can use a website to remove your background. So for example, this website is called Remove.bg. And it's free. If you actually download a pro version of this, apparently it'll be more high res, but when you're making a thumbnail with such a low resolution, it doesn't really need to be a high res photo. So feel free to use this as a free alternative. And then you upload that picture here. So I'm gonna make it pretty big because as we see in Graham's thumbnails, he's usually pretty close, like towards the front of the screen. So I'll kind of do the same. So I'm here trying to get my thumb more into view. And since we're talking about Canva, why don't I add a Canva here? Let's see if they have their own logo. They do. Add a little character by tilting it. There you go. Let's say I want to add a border. You actually can go to shadows here and there's different options for you. You can do like a backdrop, an angled shadow, a curved shadow, a drop, or a simple glow, which is kind of like an outline. And I like to do glow, and I'm actually going to try what Graham's been doing lately, which is a very large like border. So you can barely see that. Let me actually make that more apparent. See this black border? Let's make it as big as possible. He usually does it something like that, I've noticed. And he gives himself a little halo. So sometimes it's like yellow. And then he blurs it like pretty sharp. And then you just reduce the transparency a little bit. And it's not, you know, as crazy looking. And now I look like I'm Jesus or something. I'm just like glowing with heavenliness. So there you go. We gotta add some elements to sort of make the picture pop a little more. So a classic thing to do is actually just point. So you have arrows. I like this red one. I find that it's really strong looking. It's bold. And red just always catches the human eye. There you go. So far, it's looking pretty good. Let's see how he does it. So interesting. He likes to use text, usually related to the title, right? So stop buying, stop. Was the home crisis gonna get worse? For sale, free, and then a money price tag. So depending on the context of your video, you may use a word. You don't want to use the exact title. I find that using the same title in the thumbnail is redundant and doesn't make anyone want to watch the video any more or less. So let me try something simple and easy. Maybe I'll do easy first. Let's make it bigger. He usually layers these pretty interestingly too, so maybe I'll just like put it like, let me move this, yep. Let me move this to the background. Let me first give it a nice font. Yeah, like Anton. Move it back. Let's put it behind some of these elements. Behind my head for sure. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I lost the text. Sometimes it gets stuck behind all the other elements. It's hard to really see. Oh, there you go. I like this position. So I'm still in front of the words. So it gives the image a little more depth. And now we gotta change the font because it's very hard to see. Sorry if you guys couldn't even see it. And I think having the background blurred was actually a good idea. Let me blur it even more. It's almost a little too distracting in my eyes, to my eyes at least. Let's see, so something, yeah, maybe like that. Yeah, I think that's a lot more easy on the eyes. And of course, you can add further elements if you'd like. Sometimes emojis are really popular. Like I said, the fire thing is really popular. In fact, let me just add that for fun now. Like, let's just have fun with this, you know? Let's do something like this. And in this case, let me just remove the background a little bit. Let's see if it can. I wonder how. Oh, surprisingly, kind of what I wanted. All right, so something like this. All right, let's push it all the way to the back. All right, oh. Now, how am I gonna get to it? Oh, there you go. Select it, and let me edit this a little bit. You know what? That kind of works. Let me keep messing with it real quick. So I want to actually kind of drop the opacity. Opacity is in the top right. They call it transparency. Maybe something like this. And then maybe brighten it. No, not brighten. Maybe like higher contrast, actually. Yeah, maybe something like that. Let's see, how do I drop it just a little bit? All right, now let's look at the image. Great. Maybe white is not the best. Anyway, let's just say I'm happy with that. Something you want to do to really check if the thumbnail is going to work is to actually kind of zoom out, because thumbnails are exactly that. They're thumb sized, so they're typically going to be really small on people's screens, even on their mobile devices. So you want to zoom out just to see how this would look natively on the website. So judging by that, like, honestly, that's surprisingly good. Like, it's very eye-catching, and I think it's okay. Obviously a little corny and cheesy, but I think that's kind of the fun of thumbnails. I mean, you can choose to go a more serious route depending on what your content style is, but yeah. So there you go. Now, all you have to do now is, I like to name these so I don't lose track. Canva tutorial thumbnail. I don't know how to type apparently. And you just go here to download. And yes, you want to have it a PNG, leave the size the same. Don't checkmark transparent background and click download. And that's really it. As you can see, it downloaded really quickly. And all you gotta do now is actually, when you upload your video, upload the thumbnail as well. And that's pretty much all you need to do. So there you go. I hope this video was useful. If you did enjoy the video, please a like and a subscribe goes a long way to helping out my channel. And if you have any other suggestions for Canva tutorials or social media content marketing that you want to learn from me, feel free to leave those suggestions down below in the comments. And of course, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.